So hello and welcome to BISP Solutions. My name is Ankita and today we are going to continue with the Oracle data management. Under data management, we are first going to view today the data load mapping using a stripping mapping in data management. So let us start with the day. So here for stripping mapping, we need to use some special characters in the source value expression. Under this, which is also in the like mapping. So here, first of all, the first one we are going to see is the asterisk. So an asterisk represents the source value. It can be prefixed or suffixed by the one or more characters, which filters the source value by that prefix or suffix. Then the second expression is the question mark. So in the question mark, strips a single character from the source value. We can use one or more question mark in the expression. We can also use the question mark in combination with the other expression as well. Now we can see that we have 1, 2, 3 these numbers into the greater than and less than bracket. Okay. So this processes rows that have concatenated values and extracts the corresponding segment value. Then we have the blank. So this processes only row that contains a blank character or a space. So let us see the example of this expression mapping. So in the given case, we can see that in the first case, we have 10,000 in the source system. Okay, so here we are going to use an asterisk, that is the like mapping, to get the result 10,000 in the target application. Okay, in the second case, we can see that we have 10,000 SOR1, which is available to us in the source system, that is in our flat file. However, I only want to transfer 10,000 to the target application. So for that, here we have used the asterisk. We have used the asterisk to transfer 10,000. Then we have used 4 question mark to remove SOR1 from the mapping. So under the source mapping, we will be providing asterisk and 4 question mark. Under the target mapping, we will be providing asterisk to transfer to get the result as $10,000. Oh, sorry, 10,000. Now, in the third case, we can see that we have 10,000 underscore SOR2. So here, I only want 10,000 to be transferred to the target application. So for that, we can say that here is a connector between 10,000 and SOR2. Okay, so this is a concatenative figure. So we need to remove SOR2. In the given case, we are using 1, okay, as I want first member to be transferred to the target application. Similarly, in case of SOR2, which is connected with 10,000. Okay, so in this case again I want to transfer only 10,000, so SOR I need to remove SOR2. So here in the source mapping we have provided true. However, in the target mapping we have provided asterisk to get the result 10,000. Now in the last case we can see that we have SOR3 underscore, and I want this to be entirely removed. I don't want this member into the target application. So for that, here I have under the source mapping I have given here blank. Okay, and in the target mapping we have provided none. So with the help of this mapping, the result we are going to get here is none. Okay, so now we will move forward to our user interface to understand the mapping in a bit more detail and to see the results, how we are going to get that. Okay, so for that, I will then first go to the home page, then I will click on navigator. Under the navigator, I will go to data exchange. Under the data exchange, I will click on the action. Okay, after that I will click on application. Under the application, I have already created the source file, that is file, and the target application named strip expression vision, okay, which is an EPM local category. Okay, let me show you this. So here we can view that we have account dimension. In data table column, we have mapped the account dimension, entity, HSP view, product, and the version dimension. Okay. For rest of the dimension, we will be providing the POVs in the location. Okay. So after providing this, I will go back and then click on cross. Okay. Then I need to go to the data management here. Under the integration, I will click on data management. Under the data management, I will first go to the setup tab. Under setup, I will click on import format, which is available in integration setup. So here I have already created the import format name IMF underscore strip expression. Okay, so here I have named it as IMF underscore strip expression. For mapping purpose, I have provided the file as source file as the file, and for the target application which I have created, I shown you, is strip expression vision. Okay, then we have here the file type as delimited numeric data, because we are actually having a single column data file. Okay, so here let me explain it again. Okay, so here in our data file, we can see that we have AM 1110 as the member in the source file. Okay, now I want to transfer only the 1110 member into the target application. So here under the source, we have AM 1110. Under the target, I want 1110. Okay, now here I'm going to provide a source mapping. Under the source mapping, I'm going to first give two question mark, as I don't want AM to be transferred to the target application. After that, I will provide asterisks. Asterisk is provided to map the 4-digit number. Okay, in the target mapping, again I'm going to provide only asterisks. Okay, then we are going to map the entity dimension. So entity is E underscore 110. So here we can see that here is a concatenate function, as E is being connected to 110, and I only want 110 to be transferred to the target application. So for that, here I will be mentioning first the greater than and less than sign, under which I will be providing true, as the connector 2, I want this connector 2 to be transferred to the target application. And however, in the target mapping, again we are going to provide only asterisks. Okay, so this is how we are going to get the mapping. Okay, so now under the import format, we are going to map all the dimensions of, so here we have the account. Under the source column, I will copy it, and field number I'm going to mention here as 1, as we can see that account is provided to us in column number 1. After that, I will save it. And then we have the amount. So amount is available to us in the column number 4. After that, I will provide entity. So we have mapped entity in column number 2. Then we have HSP view. So for HSP view, I can provide any field number, as we are going to do here a hardcore mapping. We are doing a hardcore mapping because we haven't provided this dimension into our data file, and we need to map all the dimensions available into this cube in which we are loading the data. Okay, so now for product we have column number 3, so I will just map it, mention the field number here is 3, and then lastly we have version dimension. And for version, again I'm going to use 1 as a field number, and here it is going to be working. Okay, so we are done with the mapping in the import format. Now I will move forward to the location, and I will create a location. So here I will provide location name LOC strip expression. Okay, under the format I'm going to use IMF underscore strip expression. So we can see that we have automatically received our source and the target application. After that I will save it. After providing the location, I will then go to the I need to mark the period here. So for that I will then again go back to the data exchange under data integration. I will then again click on action and then select the period mapping here. So here I will click on application mapping, and under for target mapping, for target application I will add a period here. So the key period here I'm going to use is December 22. Okay, after mapping it I will click on save. Similarly, under the source mapping I will first select the source type as file, then the source is going to be our file here. Okay, and then I need to provide the calendar, so I am providing it as CL. After that, with the help of this plus sign, I'm going to provide here the mapping, source mapping of the period. So here it is going to be December 22. Okay, I will then save it. Okay, after saving it I will then click on this cross and will close it. After that I will click on the category mapping, and here I will provide the category. Okay, so here I'm doing it for global mapping. I will add a new category and mention it as actual. Under the target also it is going to be actual, and then I will click on save. After we are done with the category mapping, I will then again go to the data management interface, where I will click on workflow tab and then to the data load mapping. Okay, now here we are going to provide the live mapping. First of all we need to check the locations, whether our location is correct or not. So here our location is a strip expression, period is December 22, and category is actual. Okay, after that we will click on OK, and then I will go to the live mapping. Then with the help of this green plus, I will add the source value. Okay, so as I have explained you before into the data file, that for the account dimension it is going to be mapped as double question mark and then asterisk. Okay, for target is going to be asterisk, and then I will provide the rule name. After mapping the account dimension, I will go to the data dimension. Then here I will map the data. Here we are going to do a simple light mapping, nothing much. For entity again, we need to provide the expression here as 2, and in the target mapping, again it's going to be asterisk. So here it is going to be 2 asterisks and the role name. Okay, so this all these dimensions have to be mapped in the under the light mapping itself. This cannot be done in any other nature of mapping. For HSP view, again it is going to be the star to star mapping. Then for product, again it is going to be a star mapping. And lastly for version, again we are providing star mapping. Okay, after doing this mapping part, I will then view whether I have done all the mapping correctly or not. Okay, after we are done with the data load mapping, we will move forward to the data load rule, and here I will add a new rules. Okay, name it as DLR underscore strip expression. Okay, here I will select the import format with the help of the search icon, and then I will select the file. So for that, first of all, let me delete this. Okay, I will then upload the file. After browsing the file, I will then click on save. Okay, and then again okay. After that, I will click on save and then execute the rule here. So first, I am only executing the rule to import from the source. And then I will refresh it. There is some error. Let us go to the process detail and view the log file here. So to view the log file, I will click on show, and then so there is an initialize error mapping. Let me see what mistake I have made here. So for that, I will first go to the input format. Here I am marked account, amount, entity, HSP view, product, and then the version. Okay, let me see more. So So in the given case, we can see that row loaded is 8 and rejected is 1 because there is some problem in the amount. So what is the problem? Okay.
it is being said there is an initialized error mapping. So account is in column number 1, then amount is in column number 4, entity in column number 2, HSP view 1 is because here we are doing hardcode mapping because it is this member is not available to us in the data file, which is a base data. Then for product, the bill number is 3, and for version we have the working as the in the expression. So let me go back to the dimension and check whether we have these values or not. Here we have the scenario. That's what the version is going to be. This is the working version that we have. Okay. Wait, let me this save it later. See, maybe because of this we are not able to load the data. Okay, now again I will go to the workflow under data workflow. I will try to execute the code here. Again we are getting an error. Only one row is being rejected. So we need to check the row which has been rejected. Column UB3. Okay, got it. There is one special character here. Okay, now I will save it and then go to the data load workbench. No, I will go to the data load room first. Okay, after that I will again click on execute. Okay, now I will refresh it. Okay, now I got a green tick here. Then again I will go to the execute and then export the file. After that I will then again click on refresh and we got a green tick. It means our data is successfully loaded into the target application. To view the data, we will now go to our planning instance. Under that I will go to the form. I will create a simple data form to view our data that was loaded into this intersection. Data test, then next, and then here comes the accounts, then comes the period. Okay, here is going to be FY22, scenario is going to be actual, portion is working, entity is 110, product is P underscore 110, account member is going to be the current assets and its zero level members. Okay, after that I will click on OK. The period here is going to be December. After creating this form, I will preview it. Okay, so here is the data that is being loaded into this application. So let us take that screenshot over here first. And we can copy it. Okay, let me do it again. Okay. Okay, so this is the value, okay, which we are getting for 1110, 25,000, 1150, 87,640, 1210, 163,516, and so on till 1340. Okay, so we have the value till 1340 members. This was the simple extract. Okay, to understand how we have loaded the data. For any more queries, please feel free to ask. Thank you.